Meanwhile, where's the outcry? Raise good women. Society pushes raise strong, good men. Meanwhile, where's the outcry? Raise good women to be wives. I mean, this whole feminist movement just basically rebranded toxicity and threw some fake lashes on it. When a woman is acting selfish, we call it self love. When a woman acts bitter, we call it healing.
She's making some very salient points. I will allow her to continue.
When a woman dresses provocatively, when she's disrespectful, bashing men, we call it empowerment. And spoiler alert,
Wow,
accountability isn't emotional abuse. It's called growth. I mean, think about this one. If a man cheats, oh, what a dirty dog. He's a POS. He is this, he is that. If a woman cheats, we just say, what did he do to her to make her do that? I couldn't imagine being a man dating right now because you women exhaust me. And I'm sorry to break it to you, sis, but delusion is not a love language. Society pushes
that
raise
is
strong, good
definitely
men.
a true statement.
Meanwhile, where's the outcry?
Delusion is not a love language, like what she said. And again, what we have done in many cases is we condemn, and rightly so, those individuals who are male and who may be misogynistic, narcissistic, psychopathic, and just outright egregious in many behaviors. Lack of respect for the woman and lack of respect for humanity as a whole. And these individuals should be condemned for who and what they are. However, when it comes to the women who display these same character traits, they have rebranded it, as she said, as women empowerment. Having women coming outside half naked or pretty much all the way naked, it's not women empowerment. You have the right to do that and continue to do that. But it has nothing to do with you being empowered. Speaking your mind and being as loud, as outrageous, as condescending, as vile as many men that the feminist movement rail against does not make you a strong, independent woman. You're embracing the habits that you, or the character traits that you have condemned in men. So why would you condemn them if you're going to take them up yourselves? And this is what has happened. The feminist movement is a black eye in the growth of women, in the growth of men and women in a relationship. They are no different from that narcissistic, psychopathic, sociopathic individual that is male. But we've allowed them to rebrand their toxicity as being women or woman empowerment. This is not the case. Again, if it's toxicity, if it's narcissistic, if it's sociopathic, if it's psychopathic, whether it is emanating from a mature male organism or a mature female organism. When I say mature, I'm talking about fully developed physically. Obviously, it's not a full development in the mental aspect or the emotional aspect. If the toxicity is coming forth, emanating forth from these individuals in these complementary but different human organism, the male and female complements each other, but we are different. But toxic behaviors, neurotic behaviors can emanate from both the male and the female. And now we're seeing it come forth full circle with the emergence of how many women are dealing with these same psychopathic, narcissistic, and neurotic behaviors. So we're seeing a changing of the guard. Males have pretty much, those who have been psychopathic, sociopathic, narcissistic, have been the dominant force of those types of character traits for a long time. But now it is emerging with this new social structure, with this new, I really don't like to use the word wokeness, with this new philosophy on life and this new ideology about how things are and what things should be, and trying to equal the playing field that was definitely in America slighted towards white men from the inception. You don't correct a problem by becoming that which you are condemning and despising. You become the opposite. You grow, you develop, you become the anti, the antithesis to that which exists that you are condemning. You don't become that what you condemn, trying to show that what you condemn that you are equal or in the same league. You make a mockery of your position, you make a mockery of your movement. And what has happened, especially on the Democratic side, they have pushed forward, again, your body, your choice. And it doesn't mean that you're a bad person because you have not participated intentionally in the reproduction of life. But they have pushed forward individuals who, mainly females, who have not been married, who intentionally decided not to engage in the most important act for the human species survival, which is the reproduction of the human species. These individuals are being pushed forth as leaders of a nation. They cannot lead anything because they have chosen not to participate in those things that require leadership, sacrifice, and a lot of work. And that is raising a child, and that is being married. These things should be prerequisites for any individual in a leadership position when it comes to politics and governing the masses of the people in a nation. If you have intentionally, not if something happened and you decided not, something happened and you cannot, but you intentionally deny yourself the opportunity to raise a child of your own and engage in that sacrifice that's intrinsic in raising a child, and that sacrifice of being in a committed married relationship, you have no business trying to be a political figure and ruling over people. This is my humble opinion. This does not make you a bad person, but you have not participated in the prerequisite for leadership. And the first step in that is the raising of your offspring. The second step is the marriage, that you are working hand in hand with somebody else and working through the difficulty factor of the human condition with another person in the same house dealing with similar struggles and trials and tribulations. So again, we must come to understand that feminism is not about woman or women empowerment. You don't empower individuals by tearing individuals down. You don't empower individuals by making them less um, moral, taking away any ethics, any amount of shame. or any really decency when it comes to your dress, the way that you present yourself, this male and female. But we're speaking specifically about feminism and what it has done and what it continue to do and what it will do if women continue to embrace this foolish, unproductive ideology that is self-destructive and that is making a major negative impact on society as a whole when it comes to the bringing forth of children, the development of the children, and their outlook on life and their values, their interests, and their principles. If you like this video, please subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll get back at you. Have a beautiful day. Peace.